Okay, let's take a look at some of the instruments we made. The girls had a special project at school for Dr. Seuss Day. They were assigned the task of making a recycled instrument, taking whatever they could find and turning it into an instrument. So this is what we came up with. This is the Strike Zone String Thingamaphone. That's right. And it actually started out, it was a baseball bat. Let's unplug it here. It was a broken baseball bat. So we took it and we flattened it out here and flattened it out here. We took a couple of old guitar tuners and put those there for the tuners. Took an old guitar pickup, mounted it to it. This is actually a nut from a gas line, a gas cap. We took and we took our Dremel and etched a couple of places there for the strings to go through, and they go through back. Guitar jack and pickup are kind of routed out and fit in underneath there. Strings go down. We took and measured out where the frets would be, and we just cut a little slot in there kind of for fret markers. And then we took and painted it up with a very own custom cat in the hat paint job. So that is the Strike Zone String Thingamaphone, which fits into this old trombone case nicely. So we took it, and then we also took a small portable guitar amp, took it apart. We mounted the speaker inside there and the amplifier inside there, so you can take this around, plug it in, plug in your Strike Zone String Thingamaphone, and you've got an instrument and an amp and a case all in one. Now here we have the
Coca-Cola whamola.
That's right, the Coca-Cola whamola. This is pretty cool, I think. We started out with an old Coca-Cola crate, and we took it and we took some scrap wood there, and we made a neck out of it, and we took and made this Coke bottle shaped hinge piece here. And what you do, this is the rest of that baseball bat. The handle is good. So you hit the string, and then you use the lever here to loosen or tighten the string to give you different pitches. And it's not hooked up here, but we took a bass guitar pickup, put it in there, and also took another little small portable guitar amp, mounted it back in here, cut a hole for the speaker in there so that you can plug this up too. It's actually battery powered, so you can take this with you and you can crank it up and jam with it. We use this right here for the bridge, is an old paint can opener. So we took it and we left it hanging off a little bit there so that if you wanted to, you can pop the top on your Coca-Cola. Then while we were at it, we found an old washing board. So we took that and we cut out a piece in the crate and made a place for the washing board there so you could play it all together. It gives you a little percussion there. This is a bicycle cable, a brake cable off of a bicycle. What else? This right here, the nut on this is from a picture frame. It's part of the mountain hardware for the picture frame. We've got right here we have a sewing machine bobbin out of the sewing machine. Then we've got a bolt that goes through there. We took a screen door lock there so you can actually lock this into place right there. And we marked out where the frets would be, so you can also play it that way with this one. And then it's got a bass guitar tuner. We took off an old bass guitar to make that. So that is the
Coca-Cola whamola.
That's right, very cool. And here we have another cool one. This is the simplest instrument we made.
A drum.
It's a drum, that's right. Now, what we did with this is we found this old, it's labeled like a tea chest, like where they would ship tea in. However, it does not smell like tea. I think what it probably was something from like a Pier 1 Imports or something like that, like a decorator piece designed to be maybe an end table or something like that looks like an old tea crate. But anyway, it's just a thin plywood case there. We took a snare wire off of a snare drum, cut it in half, and kind of screwed it in to the edge here, just so it makes contact, so that when you hit it, it rattles and sounds a little bit like a snare drum. So what you do here is, in this case, we tap it on the back side actually, and that gives you kind of your bass drum effect. And then you hit the top for the snare drum. Let me hear you play it. Very good. So you mic this up like you would a drum kit. You put your kick drum mic inside of it. You put a snare drum mic on the top, add a little reverb, compression, and some of that kind of stuff, and you get a really cool sounding box. Isn't that right? So those are our instruments, our junk recycled instruments. And that is how you take some junk and turn it into something pretty cool.